Welcome to the most famous and prestigious race on the Formula 1 calendar. It's time for Monaco, and oh boy have we missed it. The last time we were here was way back in season 1 of the historic F1 series, but now it's back and we won't be leaving. It's time for round 2 of the 1957 Formula 1 season, and I'm sure we have a cracker of a race coming up for you very shortly, but first we must have a look at the starting grid today. Season 1 champion Jack Palmer starts on pole after his win at Argentina last week, with teammate Emerson Fittipaldi just behind him in P2. Kimi Raikkonen has had an excellent start to the season and also won this race the last time we were here. He starts P3 alongside Sebastian Vettel. Someone else who had a great first race was Alberto Ascari, who starts P6. However, Nico Rosberg will be eager to get back up to the points after he had a very poor result in Argentina and starts P9. The King of Monaco, Graham Hill, starts P11, with Francois Savert and Damon Hill starting in P12 and P13 respectively, who both had brilliant debuts last week. Lewis Hamilton also had a poor race last time out and starts P16. Jenson Button and Valtteri Bottas make up the final 2 positions. 20 drivers await the start here in Monaco, with 12 laps ahead of them in the first real test of skill and ability this season. Anything could happen in the next half hour, so let's head down to the start line for the 1957 Monaco Grand Prix. So welcome to the start line, everybody. Here we are, Monaco. I'm actually really happy to be back. It's been a while, and yeah, I've missed this place. I'm one of those weird people that actually enjoy racing at Monaco. It provides a unique challenge that you don't get anywhere else. So when it comes up, even in a modern season, I actually look forward to it. I actually enjoy this race. I've had some enjoyable races here. Not really memorable, but enjoyable. And here we are on pole, the ideal position, because I'm expecting this to be difficult. Last time we were here, if you remember watching, or if you have watched it, the last time I was here I had COVID, and this was only round 2 or 3 of the 1950 season, and I was suffering really badly with COVID, and I was really unsure whether I was going to do it or not, but at the time I couldn't tell you guys, I couldn't put a post in the community telling you, Mill, can't do it. So I just went with my guts, and it was on a day where I started to feel better, and I remember doing the race and I was absolutely dead afterwards. I really struggled and my focus wasn't there. I crashed twice, once at the harbour chicane and the take-back corner, and yeah, I think I finished like a lap down, which is the only time I've ever finished a race a lap down. Yeah. So I'm hoping not to replicate the same things today. Of course, I'm feeling a little bit confident. I've done plenty of practice around here, and obviously on pole, except I only just remembered that second, you're actually ahead of pole. I don't know whether that's a glitch or not, because I can see the number 1 over there. Surely I should be there. I don't know, but it's a wonderful day. It's looking gorgeous, and I'm really, really looking forward to this race. It's only round 2, and we're here in Monaco already. It's so strange. Nowadays it's like round 8, which for this season, round 8 is the last round. Crazy, absolute crazy. I hope you enjoyed the video that I put out the other day, which was me, my actual face. I know it's a long one, but I really enjoyed putting that together. It put a smile on my face watching some of my older videos, and all my funny moments and crashes and stuff like that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't expect everyone to watch it, but I wanted to put it out there. So yeah, so there's that. Nothing much is really happening apart from the new Red Bull F1 car. But no, that wasn't really interesting. But yeah, if you haven't watched last week's race, which was at Argentina, go and watch that before the start of this race. Trust me, go and watch that. It was a good win for me. I just gave the whole thing away. Doesn't matter. Go and watch it. It's still good. Anyway, so 1957, round 2, Monaco. A little bit nervous. It's only 12 laps, which doesn't sound a lot, but it is a lot here in Monaco. No traction control, nothing's really helped me. Starting a pole though. I have to get in front of Emerson Fittipaldi before the first corner, which is going to be tricky. I don't want to be held up or cause an accident. So, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I get anxious. So I'm not going to think about it. So let's get this race underway here in Monaco. Okay, we're about to go racing here in Monaco. The lights are about to go. Let's rev that engine up. And we are go, go, go! Monaco Grand Prix is underway. And we get off to a good start, however, looks like I've dropped a position already. Down to third, which is not ideal, but we quickly regain that position, I believe, yes. It's down to P2 though. It's not great, but we've got Emerson Fittipaldi in the lead, which seems to be my title rival already this season. Is my rival in the second half of the first season, and for most of the second season, and but no issues so far, which is what I want. That's ideal for Monaco. Just keep it nice and clean for the first lap, and then when everything gets a little bit spread out, we can then look to push a little bit harder. But we're nearly at the tunnel for the first time. This thing gets a little bit squirrely around here. Understandable, of course, being a street circuit. Probably the maximum gear we'll be using was 4th. So I won't be seeing any 5th gears used here, but now for the harbour chicane for the first time. Get through that absolutely fine. Now towards T-back, got the nice harbour on the left with barely any protection. So if you get it wrong, you're going to get wet. And it's almost a lap as we go towards what is now the Rascasse. It's more of just a hairpin turn now here today, and that is a lap. And Jim Clark is retired as my gearbox locks up. Not too sure where he retired. Presumably he's had some sort of crash somewhere, probably at the harbour chicane. That's probably the most frequent of places where people like to crash, including me last time we were here, season 1. There's a lot of skid marks there, so maybe it was there, but we'll find out later. You probably, well, you already know, because I would have put it up on the onboard on the left hand side. See, I'm actually re-recording this race. I have to admit, the first recording, it went fine, the race went fine, but I reached the maximum storage space as soon as I finished recording, and because of that some weird glitch occurred and I couldn't view the replay, and yeah, and without a replay you wouldn't have seen any highlights or anything like that, and I couldn't even get a thumbnail. So I decided to re-record it, and this is actually Sunday afternoon I'm recording this, so I've got very little time to edit it if it goes out for 5 PM. See, every time I go through that harbour chicane it's just flashbacks. It's just a scary moment. I mean, yeah, it's scary, but it's not as terrifying as you go towards it in 60s F1 cars. But of course, Emerson Fittipaldi still leads. Hopefully we can put an end to that. I would like to win here to make up for what was a awful race here last time. But last time I was here, I had COVID, so I wasn't really in the best of places to really be recording or driving. But nonetheless, and Damon Hill is now retired, so his second race of his HF1 career hasn't gone off to the best start. He's already out. And Sebastian Vettel is behind me. He's 3.5 seconds behind, with Alberto Ascari in 4th. He's had a very good start to the season. as we come towards a station hairpin. Called so because there used to be a station here, which explains the viaduct which we're about to pass under. I've seen quite a few photos of trains passing overhead while with Formula 1 cars passing below. What a unique sight. Just about to see Vettel and Ascari behind me in my mirrors. Wonderful tunnel. Obviously this tunnel doesn't exist anymore, got knocked down, and it's basically nowadays passes underneath just the hotel actually. Don't know what the hotel's called, I've forgotten now. Can't be that good. I think there was an incident, I think it was 82. They had a fire alarm go off, and the race start got delayed because loads of water was leaking onto the track below.
Oh my goodness, this is fantastic!
Yeah. We commence the 4th lap here in Monaco. And lock up a little bit. Jackie Stewart now has the fastest lap, so if he continues like this, he'll get an extra point, and a 152.1, that's incredibly quick around here. Maybe he might be a threat later on this race, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But we'll also notice Fangio's out as well. So he hasn't had a great start to the season either. See, I feel like this version of Monaco is a lot easier to modern Monaco. Obviously in modern Monaco you're going a lot faster, but here it's a lot wider. Plenty of overtaking overtaking opportunities. And there's not so many barriers, so you're not so confined. It's a lot more open. And it just looks better, you know? A lot more beautiful. Sun's shining, all these lovely trees and plants everywhere. It's nice. And what's that? Emerson hitting the wall there, I noticed. I think so. Maybe he's having trouble with the harbour chicane. I haven't had such troubles yet. So far it's gone a lot better than what it did last time, which I'm happy about. I mean, I'm quite happy sitting in P2, but at the same time I want to win this championship. And we've got some very difficult races coming up through the course of this season, especially with the French Grand Prix. Should be round 4. That's going to be incredibly difficult, but we shall see. Oh, went a bit too quick through there. So race up the hill once again. See, like I said, I'm recording this very late on Sunday afternoon. Normally I'll record this on Saturday and spend the afternoon editing and etc, etc, but I was actually at a wedding Saturday, so the plan was to record it on the Friday night, which I did, and then it went wrong, and get it edited and done on Sunday, but here I'm having to record it on the Sunday, so yeah, it's not gone to plan. Oh well, doesn't matter, it's still here. So still trying to find a way to get up close to Emerson Fittipaldi here. Nearly full throttle through there. Normally I wouldn't, I'd go about half throttle through the tunnel section. Gearbox. Now he definitely did hit the wall there. That will cost him a little bit of time. So it closed the gap a little bit. So we go wheel to wheel through Tayback. Well, nearly wheel to wheel through Tayback. High speed through the streets of Monaco. People gasping as they witness this battle for the ages once again. Had a little bit of a tighter line through there. Got me a little bit of time, but he accelerates away and off into the distance he goes. I haven't actually had the chance to see the what the rest of the timetable. Well, kind of is a timetable, but Ascari is now in third. Vettel dropped down to P4. I think Jackie Stewart's still in P5. I think yeah, Francois Sever is in P6. Very impressive from him. He's only his second race in historic F1 series. He's now running P6. Very impressive. Now we need to find a way through Emerson. We are gaining on him as I'm starting to feel my getting used to the car around here, finding my feet. Elsewhere, Rosberg, I believe, is P16. He's had an awful start to the season, considering he was inches away from winning the championship last season. And second race in, and he's currently P16. Terrible. That's fine. Just a little touch of barrier. We're testing it, making sure that it's working. I need to start going through the harbour chicane a lot quicker. I feel like I'm very hesitant because I'm just so worried about what happened last time to happen again. Since Emerson is clearly pushing and hitting that haystack on the left, I need to take advantage of that really. So it's so unique here. You can see the other cars coming the other way on the other side of the pit wall there, and sometimes you can hear them. So it's very unique. You don't see that now, unless you stand on top of the hill, which is over there. You'll probably be able to see that, but it's not quite the same. You can still see what is now the modern circuit here. When we next pass it, I'll point it out. Ooh. Oh, crikey. It's alright. It's just a pavement. It's the fast line, you know? And yeah, if you notice, I uploaded my first short on Saturday. That took about an hour and a half for me to figure out how to do it, because I uploaded it like 3 times and it kept coming up with a black screen. No idea why. So in the end I had to do it via desktop, and that worked. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. So basically use that as a way of just clips, like funny clips or bad crashes or something like that. Hang on, concentrate here. Oh, nearly panicked there. I heard the gearbox go and I was like, no. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, YouTube Shorts. I'm basically use that as a way of just uploading clips, because over on my Instagram, that's what I do. Upload clips from a recent or an upcoming video as a way of just, you know, get people looking forward to it or promoting the channel in a way. And maybe clips from stuff which I do like off camera, like when I'm just, you know, having fun playing around when I'm not recording, like a crash or weird scary moment or something like that. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing shorts all the time, but it'd be a good way to keep content coming out for when I'm not uploading. So I'm not going to turn into one of these shorts channels that just constantly do shorts, because that's not fun. If you want to do that, go on TikTok. And I know clearly YouTube just wants to push this whole shorts thing, because as soon as I uploaded it, it got ridiculous amount of views in the first half an hour, and I was like, well, clearly that's where the where they want people to do. So I will admit, recently the algorithm hasn't been kind to me. views have dropped off dramatically on this channel, and which is a shame because I've been putting in a lot of effort into videos lately. So yeah, it's a shame, but I wonder if anyone else who does sim racing is experiencing similar decline in views. I'd be intrigued to know. But I'm not really bothered. Obviously, it's a little bit annoying, but I'm not going to get sleepless nights over it because, again, I'm only a small channel. Hello. And, you know, I don't get paid for this, so I'm not really bothered about it. Because at the end of the day, I've got you guys subscribed to me, and that's all I need. As we're really close to Emerson now, just putting the fastest lap as well. Completely unintentional, I wasn't going for it. But of course, if it stays that way, I will get an extra point at the end of the race. So now it's just occurred to me, 3 laps remaining. So I've really got to try and find a way past Emerson. He's almost like he's being as wide as he possibly can. I could go late here. Probably not, there's a barrier right there. It really affects your race if you hit that. We're also 11 seconds in front of third place Jackie Stewart. Sco's in 4th, Vettel's in 5th, Kimi Räikkönen's in 6th. So lots of changes going on behind us, which will affect, of course, the rest of the season. And Surveyor is in 7th, Hamilton's in 8th, Alain Prost was in 9th. So lots of changes occurring, and a few retirements as well. Ooh, and he's clipped the wall again. Let's try to take advantage of that. Always moved in front of me. Bugger. It's getting intense now. Side by side now. I'm coming out of take-back. My rear gets a little bit loose. Who's going to be the first to brake?
Furious!
It's going to be me. Because, yeah, you don't want to be going wide here. Let's try and take this inside line. This is a battle, guys. We're now on to lap 10 of 12. Can I make it past? And Jackie Stewart is out. He's had a fantastic race and now he's out. Probably at the chicane again. But Jackie Stewart, who's had a brilliant start to the season, is out. Come on. Why are you so slow? At least, and Michael Schumacher also out. Maybe they collide with each other, but Michael Schumacher also out of the Monaco Grand Prix, which doesn't happen often, as you know. That's 5 retirements this race alone. Michael Schumacher, Jackie Stewart, Damon Hill. Can't remember the rest. Hang on. And yeah, Jim Clark, Fangio, all out. Made a mistake there. I shouldn't have really looked at the leaderboard. Should race towards the Hubber chicane once again. Oh, and he's properly collided now. That's Fittipaldi gifting me the lead. I nearly went into him as well. But Fittipaldi is colliding with the Hubber chicane. He's probably going to be out through that. That was quite severe, and he looked like he was pointing in the other direction, but we'll find out very soon. Yep, Emerson Fittipaldi is out of the Monaco Grand Prix. He is out. Mistake at the Hubber chicane. And luckily, I did not hit him, which probably would have put me out. But I now lead this Grand Prix, which I feel like I don't really deserve it because I've not been really too quick all race. But we are leading, and we've got 2 laps really, this one and next one, to keep hold of it, not make any mistakes. But yeah, I don't feel like I deserve it. And Lewis Hamilton is also out. Retirement's coming in just all over the place now. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton, who didn't have a great start to the season, is now made even worse. There's going to be a lot of onboards. There's a lot of highlights. That's yeah, 6 retirements. 7, sorry. 7 retirements. And now Senna is out. Ayrton Senna is out. What is going on? That's 8 retirements. How many more are going to be left at the end? It's like 1997. There's going to be like 4 cars left at this rate. So yeah, Ayrton Senna is out. Maybe there's like, I don't know, there's a monster on the track just taking out drivers. Godzilla, where are you? We've got a yellow flag as well. I think that's for the cars that are in pit. I think the game recognises them on the track here. So yeah, it goes away. Right, we're about to start the final lap. Feels like an undeserved victory, but I'll take it nonetheless because, like I said, we've got some very difficult races coming up. And Scar is still in second. Well, he now moves up to second. And Francois Severe is in third, so he could get podium here, and he probably will do. Probably shouldn't be looking at that as I'm coming off here. Vettel is in fourth. Kimi Raikkonen is in fifth, and Alain Prost is in sixth. Elsewhere, Graham Hill, the king of Monaco himself, is in seventh. So brilliant results for a lot of drivers who didn't have the greatest starts to the season. Niki Lauda moves up to P8 as well. There's so many retirements. We'll see who's at the back in second, because when I turn around this corner, my eye line is directly on the back. Mika Häkkinen's 11th. Valtteri Bottas in 12th, which is now last. And Rosberg's down P10. So Rosberg, very lucky. He was 16th for a few minutes ago, and due to retirements and crashes that we've had, he gets upgraded. Lucky him. And obviously I've been very, very lucky here. Alright, Harbour Chicane for the last time. Get through that absolutely fine. Long Life. This video is not sponsored by Long Life. Well, actually, no, I think that was BP, actually. Was it a BP ad? I don't know. We're about to conclude the Monaco Grand Prix here in Monte Carlo. Come around the Larascas hairpin for the last time, and we get ourselves a little bit sideways. We race towards the line in Monaco, and we cross it now, and there we go. We've done it. Monaco Grand Prix. We've won it. We've done it. It's over. Victory for me, which was gifted, really, by the retirement of Emerson Fittipaldi. And boy oh boy, I think we've got quite a few replays for you at the end of this video, but I'll take it nonetheless. It's a win, and one we'll definitely make the most of. So let's go and have a look at what the results were and what that means for the season. And yeah, check out some of the highlights as well. So let's have a look. Well, I think we could say that was a pretty damn epic Monaco Grand Prix. It certainly went a lot better than it did last time, and I'm very pleased to get the win here today. And despite the fact that Emerson Fittipaldi is leading for pretty much all of it, still it's a win, and I will take it. And of course that means Emerson will be starting nearer the back of the field for the Indy 500, which is next weekend. But I'm sure this will have drastic effects to the standings. And but before we look at the World Championship standings, let's have a look and see what the results were in full. So obviously I got the win there, but Alberto Ascari, interestingly, got P2 with Francois Severe in his own second F1 race, finishing third on the podium and getting 4 points as a reward. Sebastian Vettel also finished 4th with Kimi Räikkönen in 5th, so very good for them. They continue their strong start to the season, with Alain Prost just missing out on the points in P6. Elsewhere, Graham Hill finished 7th with Jenson Button improving on his disastrous Argentine Grand Prix result and finished 8th, with Niki Lauda also getting a nice boost thanks to the retirements, and there are plenty of them. 8 no less. We had Senna, Hamilton, Fittipaldi, Schumacher, Stewart, Fangio, Damon Hill and Jim Clark. So a lot of retirements there, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of replays and highlights for you playing on screen in just now or just in a few moments. But yeah, that has drastic effects on the standings, and as they stand, of course, myself gaining an extra point for the fastest lap award, myself in first with 18 points, a long way ahead of second place Sebastian Vettel with 6 points, but from second to 5th we have a tie with every driver with 6 points. That is Vettel, Fittipaldi, Räikkönen and Ascari, who now moves up to 5th, but obviously they're all tied and this is very early on in the season, so anything can happen between now and whatever happens in the future. 6th place Francois Servet with 4 points, and despite his retirement, Jackie Stewart retains 7th with 2 points, with the rest of the drivers still yet to score points. And like I said, there's a long way to go, and I felt like I drove pretty well that race. I don't think there was anything else I could really do. I didn't really want to push even more than what I was already doing. Plus, P2 at Monaco is still very good, and despite the fact that I did start on pole, I was still behind Fittipaldi, so it's pretty much where I started. But like I said, I think that was a pretty gifted win, really, let's be honest. But like I said, I'll take anything here at Monaco, and at least I'm not finishing a lap down, which is the only time I've actually ever finished a race a lap down, which was at Monaco last time we were here, which was in August actually. I think we did that in August. No, it was June or July? Oh no, I can't remember. But anyway, moving on, we have next weekend the Indianapolis 500 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, or the Brickyard. And I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm not too sure what to expect from that one, because sometimes you can have a really good race there, sometimes you can have a really boring race there. 1950, it was pretty much straight battle throughout the entire race, but then last season it was pretty poor. Nothing happened at all, not even any retirements. I mean, Graham Hill had a small crash at the start, but that was about it. And yeah, it wasn't the most interesting, so I'm not too sure what to expect, but of course we will all find out. So tune in at 5 PM next Sunday, where we have the Indianapolis 500 round 3 of the Formula 1 World Championship, and beyond that we have some very tricky races to go. And so if you enjoyed that, please leave a like on the video. It really helps the video and the channel out, and obviously comment as well how you thought the race went, how you thought my driving was, or if you were surprised by any of the results, or anything you in your little head, just pop it down below. As like I said, it helps the channel. And obviously if you're new, subscribe and check out some of the other historic F1 series videos. There's a playlist available so you can watch them all, or you can watch the 2 highlights videos from both the first 2 seasons that we've already done. So yes, that's available, and obviously subscribe if you're new as well. And yes, check out some other videos. Next week's video, and midweek video, it's going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it, and I've got plenty of other content planned. I might even do another Grand Prix Legends video as well, since it's been a while since I've done that, and I did tell you guys I want to do more. That wasn't a lie, I just haven't been able to fit it into my schedule yet. So, but that will be coming, don't worry, and I have been putting in practice, don't worry. I'm not touching the BRM again. So yes, hope you enjoy, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend, whatever you're doing. You know, chill out, watch a film, and yeah, take care out there. See you later.